The world of The Walking Dead is brutal, chaotic, and constantly forcing its characters to make impossible choices. Among the countless symbols and metaphors scattered throughout the series, one small but significant detail often gets overlooked: the turtles. Yes, turtles. These creatures and how they're perceived by different characters serve as an intriguing lens through which we can explore the series' central themes: survival, morality, and the value of life. But there's more to this than meets the eye, and today, we're diving deep into how turtles, and those who interact with them, offer a unique perspective on the apocalypse. Stick around as we uncover hidden messages, character insights, and even a clever nod to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Let's start with Eastman, one of the most influential characters in Morgan's journey. Eastman is introduced in Season 6, a man of peace in a world of chaos. He's a vegetarian, a master of Aikido, and a firm believer in the idea that all life is precious. This philosophy is what makes him stand out in a world where taking life has become second nature. During his time mentoring Morgan, Eastman wears a shirt that reads, "Save the Terrapins." For those unfamiliar, terrapins are a type of turtle, and the shirt is more than just a quirky wardrobe choice. It's a statement. In a world overrun by death, Eastman chooses to stand for life no matter how small or seemingly insignificant. It's a message that resonates deeply with Morgan, who is struggling to reconcile his own violent past with his desire to find peace. Eastman's shirt is more than a piece of clothing. It's a metaphor for his entire philosophy. By valuing even the smallest forms of life, Eastman demonstrates that humanity isn't defined by survival alone, but by the choices we make in the face of adversity. His teachings become the foundation for Morgan's "all life is precious" mantra, a belief that shapes Morgan's actions throughout much of the series. However, Eastman's perspective is not without its challenges. In a world where danger lurks around every corner, can a philosophy like his truly be sustainable? Or is it a relic of a time long gone? These are the questions that Morgan grapples with as he tries to honor Eastman's memory while navigating the harsh realities of the apocalypse. On the other side of the spectrum, we have Enid, a teenage survivor introduced in Season 5. Her story provides a stark contrast to Eastman's ideals. In one of her earliest and most memorable scenes, Enid is shown killing and eating a turtle. It's a raw, visceral moment that shocks viewers and underscores the brutal realities of survival. Enid's actions are a far cry from Eastman's peaceful philosophy, but they are no less valid. Unlike Eastman, who had the luxury of living in relative isolation, Enid has been thrust into a world where survival often means making difficult, morally ambiguous choices. The turtle scene is uncomfortable to watch, but it's also deeply human. It reminds us that, in the apocalypse, survival often comes at a cost. This moment with Enid is a powerful reminder of the duality of survival in The Walking Dead. On one hand, you have people like Eastman, who strive to hold on to their humanity by preserving life. On the other, you have survivors like Enid, who prioritize survival above all else. These two approaches to the apocalypse are not just different, they are fundamentally opposed, yet both are born out of the same instinct: the desire to live. For Enid, killing the turtle isn't just about hunger. It's a way of asserting control in a world that has taken so much from her. It's a small act of defiance against the chaos, a way of saying, "I'm still here." Now, here's where things get even more interesting. Did you know that Eastman's name is actually a nod to Kevin Eastman, the creator of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? It's a clever Easter egg that ties into the turtle theme and adds a layer of depth to Eastman's character. Much like the TMNT, who are trained in martial arts and guided by a strong moral code, Eastman represents discipline, compassion, and a commitment to doing what's right. This subtle connection adds a touch of levity to an otherwise heavy narrative and reminds us that even in the darkest times, there's room for humor and creativity. When we compare Eastman and Enid side by side, the contrast is striking. Eastman represents hope and the belief that humanity can rise above its baser instincts. Enid, on the other hand, embodies the harsh realities of survival. Her actions are not guided by philosophy, but by necessity. Yet despite their differences, both characters are incredibly relatable. They force us to confront uncomfortable questions about what we would do in their shoes. Would we cling to our principles like Eastman, or would we do whatever it takes to survive like Enid? These are the questions that make The Walking Dead so compelling, and they are questions that don't have easy answers. At its core, The Walking Dead isn't just about zombies, it's about the choices we make when the world falls apart. The turtles and the characters who interact with them serve as a metaphor for these choices. They symbolize the delicate balance between survival and humanity, between holding on and letting go. Eastman and Enid may approach the apocalypse in very different ways, but their stories are two sides of the same coin. They remind us that survival is never black and white. It's a constant balancing act between the desire to live and the need to remain human. As we wrap up this deep dive, let's take a moment to reflect on what these stories teach us. Whether you're Team Eastman or Team Enid, one thing is clear. The Walking Dead is more than just a show. It's a mirror reflecting our own fears, hopes, and the choices we make in the face of adversity. So, the next time you watch an episode, pay attention to the little details. The turtles, the shirts, the Easter eggs. They might just teach you something about the world and about yourself. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to Inside the Walking Dead for more deep dives into your favorite show. Let us know in the comments. Would you save the turtles or eat them to survive? Until next time, stay safe, stay strong, and remember, The Walking Dead is more than just a story. It's a survival guide.